A doctrine of expression rather than one of suppression makes a stronger appeal to man. People at war with themselves will always cause collateral damage in the lives of those around them. Nothing isn't better or worse than anything. Nothing is just nothing. Arya Stark. One mistake does not have to rule a person's entire life. To turn your dreams into reality, all your resources, efforts, and concentration should be aligned in the same direction. The worst thing you can do if you miss or need someone is let them know it. Somebody may beat me, but they are going to have to bleed to do it. I don't have to listen to rumors about a man when I can judge him for myself. We'd met at a carefree time, a moment full of promise. In its place now were the harsh lessons of the real world. The more you believed in yourself, the more you could trust yourself. The more you trust yourself, the less you compare yourself to others. My feet are shaking, but I'll do whatever it takes to take a step forward. Follow your heart, listen to your inner voice, stop caring what others think. Always be friendly, always be kind, like the most beautiful flower that you can find. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. The cost of oblivious daydreaming was always this moment of return, the realignment with what had been before and now seemed a little worse. Take risks, make bold decisions, and enjoy the journey of leaving your own unique mark in this world. To know you are ignorant is the beginning of wisdom. We never know which lies we influence, or when, or why. You can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. Feel your emotions, live true your passions, keep still your mind. You get what you give, but also what you're willing to take. We don't receive wisdom, we must discover it for ourselves. Speaking the truth is the main attribute of a pure-hearted person. One must work and dare if one really wants to live. You can't understand where someone's going unless you understand where they've been. Imagine no limitations. Decide what's right and desirable before you decide what's possible. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dreams that you wish will come true. You don't put your life into your books, you find it there. Humanity must forgive humanity, for only then can we be humane. The inner revolution will not be televised or sold on the internet. It must take place within one's own mind and heart. Take care of your costume and your confidence will take care of itself. Your heart is a powerful force. Use it consciously. I have never seen or heard of such a fish, but I must kill him. I am glad we do not have to try to kill the stars. We never realize just how many other lives we can help when their paths cross our own. You better hide that heart of yours. It won't lead you anywhere you want to go. Whatever games are played with us, we must play no games with ourselves, but deal in our privacy with the last honesty and truth. I'm not mean. I'm honest. Nobody is ever straightforward, but sometimes people need to hear the truth. What good is the warmth of summer without the cold of winter to give it sweetness? Every beginner possesses a great potential to be an expert in his or her chosen field. The only thing that can grow is the thing you give energy to. You are immensely gifted, my friend. You can find it within you like I found something within me a few years ago. Sometimes you just have those days where everything goes wrong, but sometimes, and totally unexpectedly, something can go right. I shall allow no man to belittle my soul by making me hate him. Challenges in life can either enrich you or poison you. You are the one who decides. There is no such thing as magic, supernatural, miracle, only something that's still beyond logic of the observer. The challenge is to resist circumstances. Any idiot can be happy in a happy place, but moral courage is required to be happy in a hellhole. It takes nothing to stay in poverty, but everything to break free from it. Never say anything about yourself you don't want to come true. The worst part of success is trying to find someone who is happy for you. The pure present is an ungraspable advance of the past devouring the future. In truth, all sensation is already memory. A truth is what it is. A lie, a thought-out deception more brutal than a truth could ever be. What I want is so simple I almost can't say it. Elementary kindness. If you start by promising what you don't even have yet, you'll lose your desire to work towards getting it. Any explanation or logic that explains everything so easily has a hidden trap in it. The dream was always running ahead of me. To catch up, to live for a moment in unison, was the miracle. Time is what keeps things from happening all at once. Stay away from those who want you to be in the same predicament as them. What others think about you is none of your business. You know, I think that only if one feels immensely important can one feel truly light. Life is worth living when you have someone to share it with. When all is said and done, all anyone has left is their integrity at their core. Don't give that away too. The wise are not wise because they make no mistakes. They are wise because they correct their mistakes as soon as they recognize them. Life is and will ever remain an equation incapable of solution, but it contains certain known factors. People who work in an environment where doing their best is recognized have a better chance of feeling good about their work. I prefer for my world to have the highest certification of being a faithful representation of the exterior world. Don't turn over the rocks if you don't want to see the pale creatures who live under them. To be prepared against surprise is to be trained. To be prepared for surprise is to be educated. The thing about lying to your parents is, you have to do it to protect them. It's for their own good. The only thing that makes life possible is permanent, intolerable uncertainty, not knowing what comes next. First, you jump off the cliff and build your wings on the way down. To force oneself to believe and to accept a thing without understanding is political and not spiritual or intellectual. Blindness separates people from things. Deafness separates people from people. A whetstone, though it cannot cut, may sharpen a knife that will. The illiterate is not the one who has never gone to school, but the illiterate is the one who never tries to learn something by himself. Everyone has his own reality in which, if one is not too cautious, timid, or frightened, one swims. This is the only reality there is. Rule of life. If you bother to ask someone's advice, then bother to listen to it. Interconnection permeates the entire universe. We are all one. The spiritual life does not remove us from the world, but leads us deeper into it. I'm telling you a lie in a vicious effort that you will repeat my lie over and over until it becomes true. We cannot face up to what lies ahead without facing up to what lies within. I'm the one that's got to die when it's time for me to die, so let me live my life the way I want to. If there is any truth in the world, it lies when I'm with you. Be mindful, be grateful, be positive, be true, be kind. Never stop just because you feel defeated. The journey to the other side is attainable only after great suffering. Truth that came too late was as useful as a meal to a dead man. Life is not measured by what you have. It's measured by what you give. Whenever something bad happens, keep calm, take a few deep breaths, and shift the focus to something positive. Appear weak when you are strong and strong when you are weak. This thought strengthened in me my belief that all men, without exception, deserve to be pitied, if only because they are alive. There is no limit to the amount of good you can do if you don't care who gets the credit. Don't waste your time in anger, regrets, worries, and grudges. Life is too short to be unhappy. I'd rather have cancer than a dishonest heart. Which isn't being pious, just practical. Cancer may cool you, but the other's sure to. One should learn even from one's enemies. Happiness comes when your work and words are of benefit to others. Do not wait for life. Do not long for it. Be aware, always and at every moment, that the miracle is in the here and now. Glory resides in the hearts of those you inspire, not in fleeting moments of fame. Brilliance is impossible without a touch of insanity. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. I believe when life gives you lemons, you should make lemonade. And try to find someone whose life has given them vodka and have a party. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to reform.